I filmed a video. I filmed a video. Hello everyone, hello, welcome back to the channel. I know it's been a while, obviously haven't moved house. That's just become a whole different nightmare and I'm not going to blab on about it. My plan was to, as I said in the previous video, was to just have a break from filming and then come back with the new setup, the new house, the new backdrop. It was all going to be new, it was going to be better. But buying a house is probably, well, not probably, it is the most stressful thing we've ever done. And now we're having problems with the second house purchase we're on, and you know, that's the general consensus. But today, today and probably tomorrow, maybe Thursday, I have two videos for you. I'm going to talk about two things that I'm probably the most passionate about. They are two things that, two sort of IPs or intellectual properties within the world of technology that I absolutely enjoy, and that was a weird way of getting to the point. So today's video is going to be a vinyl review with a bit of a difference, and we are going to talk about C418's Minecraft Alpha. Minecraft Alpha. Now, you know, this might be I am obviously going to talk about the music, which is absolutely beautiful, but I think first we have to speak about the game itself that this comes from, because it is, I mean, I'm not going to say anything that hasn't already been said. Minecraft is the biggest game ever. It's sold more copies than Tetris. It is the best-selling game of all time. It is the biggest and most watched game on YouTube. It is, you know, it is astronomical. It is the Michael Jackson of video games. You know, it is huge, and quite rightfully so. It's absolutely brilliant. Now, my story with this game actually begins, I don't know if it is alpha, but it does begin in 2009, when me and my family had the family computer. If you youngins can imagine that, we had one computer, regular desktop with a screen, two speakers, desktop PC for the whole family, and everyone had, you know, they had their allotted time they could have a go on it. Well, my big brother bought Minecraft very, very early on, and back then you could only have, I think it was 5 worlds. And he had 2 worlds, and then I've got 3 brothers, including my oldest, and I'm the middle child, thanks for asking. It was, you know, he said we could each have a world, and that's where me playing Minecraft started. And ever since 2009, I have played this game. You know, that is 2010, that's 15 years I've been playing this game. There isn't a year where I have not played it. It is so good, and you know, I'm not going to go into, you know, what Minecraft is. I'm not going to go into the basics, because there's plenty of videos on YouTube you can find about that, and like I've said, I'm not going to say anything that hasn't already been said about this legendary game. But it is so iconic to me, growing up and playing this game and just getting lost in these worlds, because if you don't know, every Minecraft world, unless you use the same seed, is completely different, and you can have a completely different experience every time. And I have just, you know, I grew up playing it. I'd come home from school, I wasn't particularly popular in school, and would have to find ways to take my mind off of school and life and social life, and this game was that escape, as well as another game called Skyrim, but we'll get into that. I'll have to do another video on Skyrim, but this game, you know, and obviously there's thousands of Minecraft YouTubers, but the ones that really did it for me are the ones that I found my escape in and watching was the Yogscast, who subsequently are also Bristolians. You know, I know, it might sound weird, but I do know where their office is because of the job I do. We have a customer in the same building. But, you know, and the Yogscast, Simon, Lewis, Sips, Duncan, Ravian, they've got some new cast members now. I must admit, I haven't watched them in in years, but back then, you know, they did Shadow of Israfel, the first Let's Play. They did the Ogpod, which is brilliant. They did the, what's it called? They did that one where they showed off mods, and then they done Tech It. They've done all sorts of these Minecraft Let's Plays that I spent hours watching, you know, growing up. But the game itself, and and obviously, so in, I want to say, yeah, 2019 is when I started my world, which I call Broxley Heath, which is the one I posted videos on very early on. It's some of the first videos I posted to YouTube once I'd started Records with Robin, which is now Ryan, were the Minecraft videos when I was showing off my village. And 6 years later, I'm still playing the same world. It's sort of, again, it's just my escape. I go on there, it's survival mode, and it's locked, no cheats, no, you know, locked on normal. And it just, because it is survival and you have to work, you know, I go on there and I can spend an hour mining some resources, and then I can build a new house in my town, and I just do that. And I've built all sorts. I've got the Yellow Submarine from the Beatles, I've got, you know, I've got churches, I've got zoos, I've got a museum, and I've just spent time, and no one will ever see it, apart from when I make videos on it. You know, and if anyone watching this is still interested in Minecraft videos, then I'll make another video on it. But it is just so important to me, this game. So so when I started collecting vinyl, I also knew that this was a thing. But in 2017, this had not been reissued from when it first came out, and I don't know when it first came out. It must have been 2011, 2012. And the prices to get a Minecraft Alpha vinyl back then, 2017, they were like 300, 400 quid. You know, it just wasn't going to happen. So when HMV a few months ago did their sort of special anniversary thing, and this was one of the things you could get, I had to buy it, you know. And even just listening to some of these songs like Subwoofer Lullaby, Living Mice, Moog City, and you've got the one that's just called Minecraft. You've got Cat, which I believe is one of the music discs in Minecraft, the vinyl. It's just, it's so good, and I was so happy to get it. So do what we usually do, front and back camera. Obviously a dirt block made of loads of blocks, but it comes in this gorgeous green, and well, it's just a green vinyl, but it's got some sort of splodge effect in it. Can I get that in the light? Oh yeah, look at that. Is that better? But no, it is gorgeous. And what I love, I know that obviously they're different colours. You've got the grass and the dirt, but it's got A and B on it. Now, a lot of the newer vinyl you get does not have either side 1 or 2 or A or B. They either don't have it at all, or, which is Joy Division's Closer, famously, at least famously on this channel, doesn't have side 1 or 2. But a lot of new vinyls, they'll have something fancy on it, and then you're sort of guessing which one's side 1. So it's so good, it just says A or B. You can do all this fancy stuff, but it's just so much easier to just give me an A and B. Now the music, the music accompanies the game, and it is beautiful, and it is iconic. You know, C418 is I should have said, is a Swedish musician, and I believe this was, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't mean to be offensive, but this was what made him, or this was what really, you know, made him global. And it's not like, you know, it's not like Interstellar's soundtrack. It's not very big and brash and emotional. It's very light, some beautiful synths, some lovely little pianos. It's probably the most famous piano riff in modern culture, maybe not, but at least in my eyes. And it is perfect music for the game. It's not like, say, like Halo, for example. Halo's soundtrack is another one that's absolutely brilliant. But Halo's soundtrack, you know, it can take you out of the game because you're listening to this brilliant soundtrack, and it really hypes you up. But this is just, it's the perfect background music, but in a good way. You know, it doesn't distract you from playing Minecraft, but it does just make the game so. And when I play this vinyl, I can just get I can just imagine all the worlds in my head. And I mean, I've been playing it years, and I've had so many different worlds that it would be impossible to remember them all. But I do remember. So, fun fact, this channel is not the first YouTube channel I had. I will put a screenshot up of it, or maybe just a picture from my phone, of a channel called The Senna Minecraft, which I started in 2013. Now, it only has one video on it, and it's a shit video, because I didn't really know what I was doing. It wasn't until 2015 on this channel when I started making videos properly. But that channel, you know, that is my first Minecraft video. That's the first video I ever uploaded online. It's shit. I'm not suggesting you go and watch it because it's crap, but it was, you know, I was trying. And that world, I remember that world. It was a good world. And I think back then I was messing around with mods and I screwed it up the world. And I now remember being pretty pissed off with myself. But no, the game's fantastic and the soundtrack is fantastic. And even if you, I imagine a lot of people watching probably have not played the game, but if you like sort of relaxing music and you like sort of music you could maybe do some work to, then C418's Minecraft Alpha is a great listen. And there is a Minecraft Beta as well, because they did add more music to the game, but I haven't found that one yet, and I probably won't buy it, to be honest. I only need the one. But yeah, I mean, I could go on for hours about this game. And I might make another video on my town, but I don't know. We'll see how this video does. And I'm still, you know, I'm not going to talk about all the house stuff because I could go on forever with that as well. But it is very stressful. So I'm going to get into the swing of just making videos here again. As you can tell, obviously, because we thought we were moving out, I've got things like a toaster here, and I've got an air fryer. That might be a bit loud. I've got an air fryer there, and oh. But anyway, thanks for watching. If you love Minecraft or you like the soundtrack, please comment down below, and I will see you all again soon. Take care, everyone.